Baltimore Ravens linebacker Brendon Ayanbadejo, who filed a brief in the court supporting same-sex marriage. He joins us today from Fort Lauderdale. And Brendon, I want to start with you. We haven't seen too many people from the NFL on the front lines supporting same-sex marriage. What brought you into this? You filed this brief to be a friend of the court on this. How did you become involved? Why?
Well, this is something I've been speaking about since 2009. And in my opinion, it's just the evolution of civil rights and equal rights. And athletes do a lot to change society. And this is something we can make a big difference on. It starts with bullying and kids in elementary school. And it goes all the way to legislative and treating everybody equally. So this is a fight that myself and a bunch of my colleagues, we want to take on. And we feel that everyone should be treated equally. And we're not going to stop until everyone is treated fairly. And that's especially including the LGBT community.
Well, was there one single thing that caused you to say, hey, this is just wrong, and I think we ought to change it?
Well, I think it's something we see every day. I mean, we all have coworkers, friends, family members that are part of the LGBT community. And I was always raised in Santa Cruz, California, that everybody was equal and everybody is fair. So that's why it's especially rough that Proposition 8 needs to be repealed in California. And it's just a way of life that I've always been, being a biracial kid and knowing what it's like to be part of the minority. I know what it feels like to be treated differently and discriminated. So this is no different. The way the LGBT community is treated, the same as minorities, whether it's African Americans or Latinos or Asians or even women. Comparing this to suffrage and the civil rights movement, it's just the evolution of the same issue.
Tony Perkins, of course, you're on the very other side of this issue. You've been a defender of conventional marriage. That is, marriage should be between a man and a woman. But even you recognize that attitudes are really changing on this in this country. Washington Post had a poll out here where now I think it is 58% of the people now support same-sex marriage. That's versus 36% who don't. And among young people, it's an even more overwhelming favorability. About 80% say they now support it. You said in a statement this week that abandoning marriage would place Republicans, these are your words, on the path to a permanent minority. In light of these polls, why do you think that?
Well, Bob, first off, the polls that really matter are the polls that are taken when people actually vote on this. And when people have voted as late as 10 months ago, 30 states have put the natural definition of marriage into their state constitutions, on average by a vote of 67%. Talk about polls. Polls, you get really what you ask for. There's later polls out by Reuters this week, the Pew Research, that show that still, not only is it evenly split in this nation, but when you look at Republicans, 63% of Republicans say it would be harmful to marriage to redefine marriage, to be harmful to family.
But you certainly don't question the trend seems to be toward it's okay.
If it's inevitable, as the media would like us to believe, then there's no reason for the court to interject itself in this. But the reality is, it's not inevitable. And the American people, as they've had the opportunity to speak on this, have spoken overwhelmingly. 30 states, 8 additional states have the definition of natural marriage into their statutes. So we're far from being at a point where America has embraced same-sex marriage. I mean, if you look at it, Brendon, they won the Super Bowl by 3 points. We're at 30 to, I think, 2 states where the people have actually voted on marriage. That's a pretty widespread.